Hi everyone, my name is Sam Ashby and this year I'm graduating from Curtin University with a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Management and Public Relations. Today I stand here reflecting on my eventful time at Curtin University. Now while university has taught me professional skills that I'll take with me for the rest of my life, it's important that I always remember where I've come from. Growing up on a farm in Esperance, Western Australia taught me a lot about being honest with yourself and not taking yourself too seriously. This Lego tractor, made in class, reflects my upbringing from a farm and is indicative of my personality. Hard-working, reliable, but every now and then just needs a little bit of maintenance, you know. Transitioning from rural life to a much more professional life in Perth has come with its challenges, but the experience is something I'll forever be grateful for. As I reflect on my time at Curtin University, my most vivid memory is definitely the first week in Perth. In 1 week, I learnt to drive in city traffic, something every country P-plater dreads. I joined a waffle club, meeting a squad of 50 people. I moved into an on-campus residency where I knew absolutely no one, and found my way around a university that has double the amount of students that my whole hometown's population had. I will forever remember this as the most overwhelming week of my life. It was all uphill from here though. I chose commerce for the same reason a lot of students do. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to go to university. My main driver for going to university was to have the chance to leave my hometown, meet new people, and live new experiences. And boy, has university given me this. I've had countless 3 AM nights at the library finishing assignments, a few disagreements with people in group assignments in between. But I've also met some amazing fellow students and tutors that have helped me along the way, and these people I'll forever be grateful for. As I graduate university, the main topic I'll remember and implement in my future career is corporate social responsibility and business ethics. I think just about every unit has included these topics, and I believe in today's business world it is just so imperative that our future leaders think ethically and not just about profits. My time in the unit of Enhancing Your Business Mind has reinforced some of the key theories I've learnt over the duration of my course. I've thoroughly enjoyed the way that this unit ties together many different theories, for example the Gaddy pitch structure. I recall learning about this at some point during my first year and thinking to myself, there's just no way I'll be using this in the real world. But after countless encounters with customers at my part-time job at Bunnings, I've slowly come to realise I'm actually using this every day and with every customer. Customers always seem to be in a rush and they want the information about a product in a short amount of time. And I find myself hitting the key points of every product promptly. Here's an example. Can I help you there, mate?
Yeah, no, look, I'm trying to find a drill just for odd jobs around the house. I don't want to muck around with the cord. I just want something a bit easy, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, you know how you get these sort of drills and the batteries are just too big?
Yeah, I know.
It gets stuck. It's just no good. Well, what DeWalt actually does is make a slimline battery with the same power as any given 5 amp battery of other brands. In fact, it actually delivers 50% more power than your standard 5 amp battery, all in this slimline size.
Oh, mate,
give it a feel, mate.
Yeah, you wouldn't read about it, yeah.
Another topic that we covered in class was unconscious bias. This topic resonated with me as at Bunnings I see this every day in the workforce. There are 15-year-old trolley collectors and 70-year-olds watering plants out in the garden and everything in between. The Bunnings management team have done a stellar job of employing one of the most diverse workforces in the world. It wasn't until we did an activity in class where we judged people based on their looks and tried to guess what sort of person they were. At that point, I grasped the difficulty of putting your unconscious bias behind you, because that activity made us all look like fools because every single person on the cards were Australian of the Year nominees. The employability tool was a fascination to me, as I've always prided myself on being highly employable. To the point where my 3-year degree has stretched to 5, thanks to my ability to being persuaded by bosses to stay and work longer. Sam, want to come seating? Yeah, no worries, I'll just miss the first semester. Or how about, Sam, come work full time, we'll give you plenty of time to study. top of your work? And I was like, well, sure, my management skills are top tier. I can manage my time. Didn't really work. I wish I was one of those students that took years off to travel the world and go find myself. However, it's really just a case of me falling into the trap of working full time. However, I'll put this down to bosses admiring my work ethic and convincing me to stay to work full time. What was very interesting, that my result in the employability web chart did not really change over the course of the semester. It's hard to say why this is, but I'm going to put it down to just me being already perfect. In all seriousness, I believe this unit has made me more employable, and I think I've just marked myself a little bit harsher at the end of the semester, which has made the results a bit more even. My strongest area on the chart is my ethical, cultural and social literacy. And this is because I've always been brought up to understand that people come from all walks of life. And I never thought any higher or less of people because of their social or cultural status. Where I can improve on is in my emotional literacy, as I've always been one to generally bottle up a few emotions here and there, and this stems from my upbringing in a town where the whole speak up movement is a little bit behind the metro areas. But university and city life has taught me a lot about emotionally connecting with others, and is something I'll always strive to continue to improve on. So the career plan. I was sort of thinking I might move to Paris as a bank executive, do some cushy work for a 7-figure salary, maybe add the odd business trip to New York and London, hopefully find a bit of time to get back here and maybe down to Margs and unwind at the 6-bedroom holiday house. We'll see how that goes. But the thing is, I've got no concrete plans as to what I want to do beyond this year, but I believe that's okay. Because if you asked me 5 years ago where I would be today, I would never have guessed that I would be as content as I am today. Next year, I'll be happy to move into a full-time position at Bunnings and move into some managerial roles throughout the Bunnings brand and Wesfarmers. I love the work culture there, and it has got a clear framework that allows me to climb managerial positions. I'll always keep an open mind to external opportunities and will always continue to learn new things and ways of doing different things. As written in my Odyssey plan, my absolute dream would obviously be to run my own farm, which may or may not happen in the future. But this is scenario 3, and I think realistically, given what I've studied, I'll probably just stick to plan 1 for now of climbing the corporate ladder, and we'll just see where life takes me. In 5 years, I want to continue to make myself proud, like I have in the previous 5. Things haven't always gone to plan, but one thing I've always lived by is that a ship is safe in its harbour, but that's not what ships are built for. A Year 8 maths teacher once told me that, and it's really resonated with me. And I'm the sort of guy that would metaphorically rather die knowing than lose sleep wondering. I believe these next 5 years will shape the rest of my life more than any other 5-year block. And Curtin has given me the knowledge and the tools to tackle any opportunity that comes my way. And boy oh boy am I keen. The message I would give 27-year-old Sam is, the ship has left its harbour and it won't be taking any shortcuts. It's been a pleasure to look back at my last few years at Curtin University and reflect on some of the things that it has taught me. I have to say, I'm really quite proud of myself for getting to this point, and I wouldn't change any of it. I have no doubt that my commerce degree will hold me in good stead for a successful future filled with plenty of fruitful opportunities. And those opportunities I'm more than ready to grab with both hands. I'll always look back at my time here at university very fondly, just like I continue to remember and think fondly of my upbringing in Esperance. It's bittersweet to be finishing up at Curtin, but I'll forever be grateful for my time here and take with me lifelong memories. Thanks for listening to my university journey. It's been a delight to share this with you, and I can't wait to reflect in another 5 years.